Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. So it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. To everyone new, hello and welcome. I guess not a while, but a while for me because I was kind of in the routine of making videos every day, my pre-recorded ones mostly, which I have some to go up for you all still, but taking a break in the scheduled programming again, just because I haven't recorded in a few days, and I've just been so busy, so I feel like I don't know, I miss you all. So to everybody new and everyone that doesn't know this baby, this is my little preemie girl. She is the Maia sculpt by Pricilla Lopez, and she is a Kymberlee's Cocoon baby. To those of you that have been with me, you know how very special this little one is to me. Her name is Keki, and it's actually, guys, coming up on a year that Keki has been with me, because she was pretty much my birthday baby, right around the time of my birthday last year. So yeah, she's coming up on a year with me, and it was a kind of a crisis, not kind of, it was a crisis going on in my family at the time, to the point where it was weeks and weeks and weeks where I couldn't even hold the baby. I mean, there was just some serious stuff going on, which erupted the day of the box opening of her, but it wasn't until later that day. It wasn't till after the box opening. So I had that to treasure. I have a very deep connection with this baby, like, to begin with. This sculpt with Kymberlee, like, she's so precious to me. And opening this tiny little preemie, I picked her up and just immediately put her up to my chest, and like, I just fell so in love with this baby. And then she brought me peace in the coming weeks, and just the joy that I had of the box opening, and that I could maybe a few times in the night, like, pick her up or just pass by her, know she was there. So she became even more special to me because of that. So I've been really wanting to spend some time with her. So she's the baby that I chose to bring on. I actually want to change her into one of Cece's little preemie outfits, because they can share some clothes. And this one was, I think it's a by Perfectly Preemie, but before the warm weather is totally gone, I really wanted to see what this looked like on her. It has the ties. I'll tell you in a minute. See, Cece had it on. To those of you that don't know, Cece is my full-bodied silicone baby micro preemie. Yes, this is Perfectly Preemie, and it is micro size, but I do think that it will fit Keki. So I'm gonna just change her in my lap right here while we chat. So Kellie Girl did, was it Kellie Girl? Yeah, it was Kellie Girl did, yeah, it was you, Kellie. Kellie Girl did a great video on when people hate our dolls or dislike our dolls. I think it was yeah, I think so. And it was a great topic. I enjoyed hearing her talking about it. And then I saw Lynn popped up with it at Littlefoot Nursery today. And I haven't been able to watch any videos, at least today. Did I catch anything yesterday? I don't remember. I can't even begin to tell you the running and the busyness that's been going on, because, of course, you know, my kids just started school literally yesterday and today. And you all know, I mean, I was hours at the shoe store and the supplies and signing all the I mean, it's just madness. It's just total madness. And it goes busy from now. My business gets busy. I mean, everything gets busy, and then goes right into the holidays. So it's like a very busy time for me. So yes, I feel like I haven't been here. You know, I haven't even caught, you know, the video, you know, my friends' videos and stuff. So anyway, I caught wins as I had gotten home today. I put my Bluetooth headphones in, and I was kind of listening to her as I was doing some things. And it was a good topic. So what do we do when people don't like our dolls? Have any of you gotten those, you know, weird comments like, oh, that baby is, you know, ugly, or it looks dead, or, you know, or have you ever gotten like nasty people in the community that feel the need to like leave a comment and say, oh, that baby's ugly, you know, that sculpt is ugly, it's an ugly baby, whatever they say. That happens, doesn't really happen often, because I think that most you know, doll collectors that are like here participating in this community, you know, are not going to be unkind like that. And, you know, even if you don't like someone's doll, you don't like the sculpt, you don't like the way that it's painted, you, whatever the case may be, you may just say, oh, congratulations on your baby, enjoy the baby's so precious, you know, or just say nothing at all. You know, most of us would do that. And instead of going into, oh my gosh, how gorgeous, I love the painting, how, you know, like you can tell when somebody really, you know, loves a baby. And like I said, if it's not your cup of tea, you can still be nice without, you know, without offending the collector. And because I think that, you know, our dolls are, I mean, I just explained a little bit about how special and cakey is to me. And to those of you vision impaired, by the way, because I know we have many in the community, and I know they visit my channel, and Cakey is an African baby. She's just just such a precious sculpt. Pricilla did an amazing job sculpting her as, I think she went after a 28-week gestation baby. I think I gotta look that up. Don't quote me on that. But she just did, the proportions on this baby are spot on, and she's just very delicate and dainty, and just she's so precious. And of course, many of you know Kymberlee's babies are very, very special to me, you know, just in themselves. You know, to those of you that know Asir, he is, you know, just really, really special. Anyway, and I say African baby, or AA, she painted AA. All Kymberlee's babies, she creates her babies, with the vision of, you know, she had lived in Ethiopia, and she has a love for Africa. So, you know, her babies, I mean, even down to the little wooden crosses that are on each of her babies come from Africa. That, you know, that she brought a bunch back, and then when she ran out, a friend sends her them. So each baby has a little piece of Africa with them, which I love that. There's so many special things about her babies that, you know, it's just a really special experience adopting from her. And her babies just, you know, for me, they, you know, I've only let one go so far, and that was out of, I think, 6. And within like a year's time, very, very quickly, you know, like I kind of jumped ahead of myself on sculpts, financially, you know, like all the above, because I was excited and a new collector and going through, and, you know, so, and that was hard letting them go, but one go, but, you know, I did. But there is, you know, other babies of hers, like in Cakey, like Asir, that are just, you know, a part of me, and they belong to me. They're not going anywhere. Anywho, let's get back on the subject, because otherwise this video is going to be like forever and ever and ever. So, I think mostly, like I said, it's from outside, people. And I, the same as Kelly and Lynn said, I just block and delete any mean, unkind comments, any, you know, aggressive, antagonistic. Like, you can tell when someone is not being nice. They're either from outside the community and they don't understand the dolls and the collecting, and they're not being nice and they're just kind of trolls, or they're just kind of what I consider trolls in the community that are willing to be unkind like that. Because for the most part, not so sure that people would be so unkind in person. I mean, maybe some of them would. Could be wrong, but I don't know. I tend to think not we, but some people, tend to think that people, hide behind the camera and are a lot more bolder. Because when you're visiting someone's channel, it's their domain. It's their, it's their platform. It's like you're visiting their home, in a certain way. It's like you're knocking on their, going to them. They're not finding you. You're going to them. You're clicking on them. You're choosing to watch, and then you're choosing to be unkind. So yeah, when people do that, I just block and delete the comment, block the person, so I don't have to deal with it again. And that's that. So that's what I do. Sometimes it could be hurtful when it's coming, especially like I said, if it's coming from within the community. So it's a doll collector, they're not commenting because they don't understand, and I think like there's a difference. So that, sure, that can be hurtful. I mean, we're humans, and if it's coming on to our channel and we have to read it before we delete it, it could be. Another thing that was discussed on Lynn and Kellie Girl's channel was when a baby leaves your nursery, because that has happened. Definitely to me, and I know like Lynn and Kellie Girl have been here a lot longer than I have, so they've really seen it. Where the people don't like a doll because it has replaced one that they have become attached to here. And that's a tough thing. I experienced it a little bit. People weren't happy when I let go last year. My toddler Liam, Aubrey, I took some heat from that. And then definitely once I got into the silicone world and I had let go of the Gabriel, the Andrew number 4, like that. Well, he was Keaton when he was here. That people like blew up because I think, he was very popular on someone else's channel. He came here. People assumed, because of course I loved him. And to this day, I still say that's an amazingly painted baby. It's a very special baby. But whereas the baby painted and rooted like that, if it was a reborn, without a doubt, I would have been keeping. But for a silicone, I couldn't afford to have that much money invested and keep him and buy another to get closer to like the features and everything I wanted. So anyway, when I let him go, yeah, I really had to hear it. I'm not sure, because the Caden came afterwards. I'm trying to think if there was people that didn't like her because they loved him. People were still mentioning him when she came, put it that way, so I don't know. And I understand that people get attached to babies on our channels, and it's of course understandable, and there's nothing wrong with saying, oh, I'm sorry to see that baby go. I love seeing that baby, and perhaps asking, if the new mommy has social media, would you let us all know, because we'd love to follow that baby. Like, that's of course really understandable. But all in all, it is that channel creator, that collector's collection. and their choices. And you have to do what's right for you as a collector. I don't, get babies, let babies go, not let babies go, because that I think I'm gonna take heat, because they're popular on my channel, sort of thing. I gotta do, this is my money, my time, my hobby. I choose to come on YouTube and share with you all, but I'm just sharing with you all what I love. My collecting is a private thing. A lot of things go on in a collector's head as to what works for them with certain babies, and it's deep, and it changes. It can change, whatever. You could come across, something it just happens. It just happens. And I think that if you have a deep passion for these dolls and your imagination goes, look at her in this. It's like a tiny bit small because she's not like a micro, but she looks so sweet. And I did leave her Kymberlee's Cocoon onesie on under it, which is making it a little like, probably if that wasn't on, it wouldn't be quite as snug. But I still think she looks so sweet. Look at her. Oh my gosh. I gotta take some pictures. I gotta send pictures to Kymberlee. She hasn't seen her in a long time. So many of you that have, the deep passion know that we look at, especially like if we do, or not especially, but also if we do any sort of role play, even in our own minds, even if we're just pretending, thinking to ourselves, we just like adopted a baby from wherever they're from, and I don't know, my imagination, I am a kid at heart. Really am. And I got some imagination, and it makes the collecting in these dolls, fun for me and very special for me. And things change as far as the role play, as far as when you're looking at a sculpt, how it moves, how it handles, what just the certain look, the certain size, the certain this, that. And for me, that can change around. So a lot of you, I think, will understand that. I can't, she's so precious. I'm gonna spend this evening with her. I'm gonna take some pictures of her in this, and then I'm probably gonna put her in like a cozy little, sleeper or something, or just leave her in her Kymberlee's Cocoon onesie. Is kind of my favorite thing to do when I'm hanging out with her, because I just love looking at her limbs and her just tininess. It's just, she's so precious to me. Anyways, so yeah, a lot goes into it. So it's, of course, your and money and everything. So I think it's very definitely unfair for people to expect collectors that are on YouTube that they're going to collect based on, what people don't want to see go or whatever. That's you can be disappointed without hurting that collector's feelings. It's, and if it's only one baby that you're with a channel for that you love seeing, and that baby moves on, you can just quietly move on without having to make that collector feel bad. And usually, usually it's multiple dolls that you love in somebody's collection, or you're watching them for other reasons, like you enjoy their personality, their topics, they're entertaining to you, etc. And in which case, it's fine to say, I'm sorry to see that baby go, and I'll be sad to see that baby go. But I think it's a bit much to put on collectors. It's like, well, if you want that baby to be with somebody forever, then buy the baby. You know, I don't know what else to say. It's not your money, is what it comes down to. And, you know, I'm straightforward. That's what I say. It's really not other people's business. It's a personal thing. Your dolls are a personal thing, which ties into, you know, so yes, if another collector is, you know, saying things about your doll, it of course it could be hurtful, of course, you know, but like I said, I don't think too many of us here are unkind like that. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got for you. And I hope you enjoyed seeing Little and Cakey. The color is funky in here because like it's dark now, but it kind of just changed over and it's like going funky. So anyway, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I see my camera doing something funky too.